sync.
And we're live.
Yeah. What's good, people? It's your boy Icarus Gray.
And it's your homeboy WordPlay TJ.
And this is the No Rhyme or Reason podcast, where we talk about everything.
Everything for no reason at all.
We back.
Yes, we are. And we are here to talk about Mr. Lamar once again.
Okay,
because there's nothing else to talk about, really.
No.
There's a bunch of smut out there, and I don't want to deal with it. And so we're gonna deal with some good news, some positive things, some reflections and some revelations about Kendrick Lamar's halftime show. A new trailer has popped up. We're gonna watch a little bit of it. We're gonna react to it and make some predictions. We're gonna see, what we think about it, who his guest may be, and what else can we reveal from watching this preview. Let's go ahead and take a look.
Things smooth. I'm on the field right now. Yeah, same old, keeping the body in motion, getting that wind up. This field a lot bigger than what people think, so that's a must. Exactly. Let's
start with who's gonna be there.
Okay.
Obviously, SZA's gonna be there.
SZA is going to be there.
Obviously.
Yeah.
And by the looks of it, there's a little chromacopia going on.
Oh, yeah.
The color of the field, the marching back in the background.
Mm-hmm.
That's Tyler's whole scheme for his chromacopia rollout.
Yeah.
So I definitely think Tyler's going to be there. People think Tyler's going to be there.
I kind of think Tyler's going to be there, even if it's just a lot of say now, hey now. Like if he gets to do that verse, I can see that.
Do you think this is kind of a left field type of thing? You remember when Tyler did the Hey Now kind of remix? He did a kind of music video to it, and he was just kind of paying homage to Kendrick. Doing all those West Coast dances and improv footage. It's like dun, dun, dun. Whatever it is, it's a bunch of pelvic thrusting, basically.
Yo,
I think that's when Tyler got the call.
I think so too. And
he didn't tell nobody he got the call. He just wondered if everybody's gonna pick it up.
Oh, that would be dope. That would have been dope.
You think that's a good theory?
I also kind of feel like he probably got the call before then, because when he got the Super Bowl, we were all kind of surprised, and well, not all of us, because you predicted that he did have this album in the tuck and was working on it. I think as soon as he got the Super Bowl, he really started reaching out to all his friends, is what it kind of feels like.
Yeah.
So I think then Tyler knew.
Okay.
Which leads more into if he's known and has been reaching out, could it be the West Coast in New Orleans?
I don't know, because I don't feel like they should do a repeat of Dr. Dre. So it's a different generation of West Coast, maybe. You know what I mean? So let's kind of dive into that. What if it is a different generation of West Coast in New Orleans? Who is he going to bring out?
Personally, if I had to pick, I would bring out La Russell.
Ooh, that'd be dope.
That boy hot as fish grease.
For those that don't know, La Russell is an independent artist. He recently signed to Live Nation, but he maintains his independence in his company as a private company, and he's asked for Live Nation to do some support and financial support, basically. And La Russell has been doing performances in his backyard. He's been recording the footage, cutting up clips, doing music videos, just really
everything,
building up his social media profile for a very long time. And even though if you don't know La Russell right now, it's likely that you'll know who he is whenever his next project is due.
Yeah. So that would be my pick for somebody. I think it kind of just seems like if you're going for the positivity aspect of it, which I guess there's two shows. There's the positive show, and then there's the I'm with all the smoke show.
Let's get into that in a second.
But a big shout out to
Oh,
Ground
wait.
News. This is a service that I really do enjoy and hope that we use during this time, whether you are left, right, or middle leaning. Yeah, and it'll protect you from being biased. Like, you might not want to hear something that's left. You might not want to hear something that's right. So know who's actually doing the articles that you're reading. Yeah, let Ground News handle the journalism for you.
Subscribe through my link and get 40% off a Vantage subscription. That is the highest subscription. That's the subscription that I use at check.ground.news/WPTJ. That's check.ground.news/WPTJ. 40% off the Vantage subscription for the year. That comes down to like $5 a month. And so for about $55, $60, you got it for the year. I imagine that there could be who other than Tyler should pop out?
Do you foresee any Black Hippie? Any of that? Because Soul and Q got albums out this year. J-Rock, I think, just dropped a single. Or at least there were like rumblings or like snippets of a single or something.
So Baby Keem, I can see popping out. Maybe Black Hippie. But they already had their moment. And I think Kendrick is trying to separate himself from the old crew.
Yeah. I.e. Heart Part 6.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so let me see. Any of the young boys off his album. I can see that.
Maybe. Dodie, some other folks, yeah.
But it's kind of, after that, it gets kind of lacking. I feel like it's more so going to be like his friends.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like he might do like a mini pop out.
What I don't want to see is another pop out though. I don't want to see that. Because he did it.
I don't think it would be like I think it would be more like the To Pimp a Butterfly cover.
Yeah, I don't want to see that.
Okay.
You did it, and you don't need to repeat yourself as such a talented artist.
What's your West Coast? Like, do you have anybody else you think he could get, or are we on to like artists we think might pop out because of his affiliation?
So if I think about his experience as far as writing songs and where he is today musically, what I would love to see is J. Cole pop out.
Oh, I mean, I don't think it's gonna happen, but I also would love that.
And then J. Cole drops the album.
Ooh,
what a mic drop moment.
Oh, that would be pure insanity. I think that's like the best case scenario, what I would enjoy.
Yeah.
What I think we'll get though, because let's say Kansas City gets to the Super Bowl. Could you see Taylor Swift popping out?
No.
They got music together.
Please don't.
They got music together. That's all I'm saying.
What was that? Bad Blood?
I think
I don't
so.
know. I don't remember the song, but it doesn't matter. Let's know.
Because he got a feature list of people that, could pop out.
Yeah, but I don't want to see him and Lady Gaga. It feels like this is a cultural moment, and that was a marketing moment.
With that in mind, like how black do you see this Super Bowl being comparatively to Dr. Dre's?
Coffee, no creamer?
Like no creamer whatsoever.
No.
Interesting.
Vanta Black?
I'm black, y'all. I'm black, y'all. And I'm pickety black, y'all.
See it being the void?
Do we see any like Black history mentions? Do we see kneeling? What do you think we see? Well, now we're transitioning off of artists to like what we think the performance was.
So to your good versus evil point, right?
Yeah.
I think it's more ratchet, and I'm here for it. I also think that there's going to be homage to HBCUs,
I can see that. Much like the Beyonce performance.
Similar, but I would say more so just kind of respecting the region, right? Like Southern.
Yeah. So Southern, or you could have Grambling,
yeah.
And all of those schools down there. Do you see? I still kind of see that there might be a Wayne pop out.
I would definitely love for there to be a Wayne pop out, and he do one of his old mixtape joints.
That is the
for like
perfect
5
scenario.
seconds, right? Because the performance is gonna be what?
What is
7 minutes or something like that, right?
So he can pack a lot in there. I see him being on like, are we gonna go from all of his old albums up to now? Is he going to tell a story? Probably is, because it's Kendrick Lamar, so I see him telling a story or painting a scene. The blackness level of it, though, is kind of what I'm like the most interested in, given that it's going to be Black History Month, given the state of our country now. I wonder how he's going to address all of that, because I feel like he's the type of artist that would.
I think he needs to.
So yeah,
not out of obligation to the fans, not out of obligation to the culture, but out of we respect what he says.
I see it being very tasteful. I mean, now granted, will the opposite or the opposition or the ops find it tasteful? Probably not.
Not at all. Not at all. I'm gonna be in here on this podcast talking about it by myself, like, and then wait for the comment section for the white supremacists to pop up.
Jesus, get out of there. Do we see the Super Bowl crowd? Because this is the biggest part of this conversation. Are we gonna see the Super Bowl crowd yelling A minor or not?
We talked about this before. I really don't know that it's gonna be worth performing that song. He did it during the pop out.
Yeah,
it's done. It's over with. The only one that's hanging on to it is Drake. I think people are actually ready to move on.
I think so too. I also think that if he did that, that would be like evidence, sir. Like defamation on the biggest scale at that point.
Nah,
because it's the most advertised and the most watched event of the year.
Yeah, but still, like I said before, the burden of proof of defamation is pretty high, and you have to prove that he isn't saying true stuff. Means you have the burden of proof as the plaintiff.
Well, hopefully that will be easy. So yeah, I think this skyrockets him to legend status almost immediately, because I do think it's going to be kind of just shattering records amongst other things.
Hopes and dreams,
and hopefully there's a good game.
Drake's ego
definitely gonna smash his ego. I kind of, you know what's funny about this, that I have a connection to this. I think about this Super Bowl as like how some people feel about the inauguration. You just wanted to get it over with. And post the Super Bowl, I'm more interested to see where Kendrick ends up after the Super Bowl, where Drake, where Cole all end up after the Super Bowl, because there are going to be like some big shifts, I think, in the culture after this. And leave us your Super Bowl predictions down in the description. Let us know what you're expecting. Let us know who you think is going to pop out. We didn't do like what songs we think he's going to do, just because there are so many of them. But if you want to give us your set list, also leave that down there. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. A 1 and a 2 and peace.